Hey guys, welcome to Deep Dive Coding. Today we solve the LeetCode problems that is based on the game theory, and problem is vowels game in a string. So this problem is from the game theory, and there is problem basically says that Alice and Bob play a game, and we are given a string S that consists of lowercase English alphabet, and that is also contains the consonant as well as vowel. And problem is says that Alice will take the move first, and Alice valid move is the pick the substring which contains the odd number of vowels, and Bob will pick the substring such that that contains the even number of vowels. So and over here it says that Alice and Bob play optimally, and we have to find that whether it is possible to Alice win the game or not. If it is possible to Alice win the game, then we simply return the true. Otherwise, we'll return the false. Okay. So over here we say that Alice valid move, and you can say that there is a game theory intuition is commonly that the common intuition is that the optimal move of a player is to restrict the opponent's possible moves in a such a way that they ensure their own victory. If allies want to win the game, then allies will restrict next move of the Bob so that allies win probability is higher. And if the Bob will play a game right now, then Bob will move such a way that the allies will lose the game. So over here you can say few of the cases that allies valid move, you can say allies valid move, take the odd number of substring, odd number of vowel contain substring, and Bob valid move is take the even number of vowel contain substring. Now if you think the, like, let's take the first example that is the fastest case of it. Okay, so if you take this thing that over here it's given that L is equal to LeetCoder. So yeah, it's over here it's there is four vowels, that is E comma E and O and again E. So allies can take the, what is the allies valid move, that is even odd number. So allies can one vowel or the three vowels. If allies can take the one vowel, that is this one, let's say allies take the first vowel, that is E. If allies takes this much, then there is a chance to Bob win the game, because Bob can take the move of the like even number of vowels. But at the last, allies can take again the odd number, then it will again allies will win the race because Bob have the no choice. If allies will take the vowel of 3, then up to E to this much, then Bob have to take other parts of it, then Bob have the no valid move, so Bob will lose the game. So whether it's allies, let's say allies will valid move is like optimally play. If allies want to play optimally, then allies will take three vowels, so only one vowels will left for the Bob, one vowel left for the Bob. So over here you can say that allies will win. And in the second case, second example 2 is given that S equal to B B C D. So over here no vowels is present, so allies allies cannot take any substring which presents the odd number of vowels, so allies lose the game. So if you guys look carefully, that there is few cases that if let's say that number of vowel present in string S is V, then you can say that V equal to 0, then allies even cannot take any valid moves, so allies will lose the game. Okay, and if V is greater than 0, that there is at least one vowel exists. There are two cases that vowel can be V is odd and another case is v is even. If v is odd, then Alice will take a valid move such that Bob will lose the game. So Alice will take whole string as that whole string contains the odd number of vowels. So Alice will win the race if Alice, here valid moves of Alice. Alice will take whole string so that Alice win the race because Bob have no valid choices. Alice win. And for the even, Alice have to take the odd number of vowels. So Alice will take? Alice will take v minus 1 vowels. That will be the even. V minus 1 is even, not even, it's odd. V minus 1 is odd number of vowels, and Bob's have the one vowel left, so Bob cannot make the any valid move. So even in this case also Alice will win. So what you can generally say that if you can say that if v equal to 0, that is v is, if v equal to 0, then only Alice lose the game. Alice lose, otherwise Alice always win, because whether it is odd or even, Alice will take a valid move such a way that Alice will always win. So this is a fairly simple question. Let's look into the code also. Now you can say that number of vowel equal to 0, and we are count the no need to count it. Even we can iterate through the 0 I less than s dot length and I plus plus. If each vowel, we define these functions as well. Each vowel of s of I. If any one vowel is present in the string, then we can simply return true, because there is always possible to Alice win. Otherwise, we will return false. That means there is no vowel. This case is there is no vowel is present in S. And we have to define this function also, that is boolean each vowel that takes the character of ch, and it will return if it is vowel, as it is given that there is only lowercase possible. Like S consists of only lowercase English letters, so we only consider the lowercase. So this is equal to a, or ch equal to e, or ch equal to that means I, and ch equal to o, eio, and finally ch equal to u. That means if characters any of these, then it will return true, otherwise we return false. So over here you can say, yeah, this is fine. Let's try to run for the sample test case. Yeah, it's accepted for the sample test case. Over here I also write a test case so that it's contain the odd number of vowels. So over here also it's passing. Now we can discuss the time complexity of it. Over here we are simply iterating the s dot length, and it will take the big of one time complexity. Each vowel is immediately written it, so it's, and space complexity, we are not taking any extra space, so the time complexity analysis will be, time complexity would be big of n, that is the string dot length, and space complexity would be big of 1, that is we are taking this, we are not taking any extra space, so it's constant time space complexity. So it's optimal, guys, because it's in the base scenario that if it is the first vowel, then it will simply return the true over here only. Otherwise the worst scenario is that at the string at the last there is contain one vowel, then only it will return. At most it will take the big of n time complexity. Now let's try to submit it. Yeah, it is accepted. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching, and please comment which language you are coding, and if it is helpful, please write in the comment section.